up against the Japanese ex-world #1 pairing of Takuru Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi. This is the men's doubles draw. You can see Itsashi and Okamura already through, and they will play the winners of our upcoming match. And you can already hear the cheers.
Let's hear it for England's Ben Lane and Sean Vendy. And Japan's Takuru Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi.
Well, there you see the head-to-head. It's 4-1 in the Japanese pair's favour.
Red, black color for you. It's red. On my left side, what do you choose? Yeah, set. That probably will serve, will receive. Serve will receive.
Well, let's give you some information on these four players. Starting off with Ben Lane, who's 26 now, as you can see. They're ranked 22 in the world. They were up at 13. That was in September of 2022. And his mum was a former international player and national champion. Brother Alex, also a former national champion. And this pair picked up European Games silver in Krakow last year. Commonwealth Games silver in this city a couple of years ago. They haven't won a Super 300 yet or above. Should bring you in straight away, Chris, really. This was your discipline, obviously. How do you think they're going to go today against the two Japanese?
I think it's so hard to say, just because on paper the Japanese definitely should win, but it's a unique one. English players at the All England, you know, it's the only time really you have a crowd behind you when you're an English player. So for Ben and Sean, it's a great opportunity. They played each other 2 years ago in this hall, and it was an incredibly close game. Ben and Sean, to be honest, should have won. They didn't. Last time they played each other, Japan Open, very, very, very one-sided affair. Japanese won very comfortably, but that was in Japan. So today, I do think it could well be a very close game.
Left-handed Yugo Kobayashi. They've won 6 World Tour titles in the last 3 years, this pair, including World Tour finals. So we know that they are very, very solid. On the Singapore Open last year, made a couple of other finals as well. Latif Jahari is the man in the umpire's chair for this one. And the service judge, Jakob Simberg of Denmark.
Ready to play.
So, stand by for the umpire introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi, Japan. And on my left, Sean Vendy and Ben Red lane, England. Takuro Hoki to serve to Son Vendy. Love all. Play.
So here we go then. It's men's doubles. What a scout this would be for the English pair if they walked off winners in an hour or so's time.
One love.
Good pace in the midcourt there from Kobayashi. But he's in an area where the English should have the advantages the first 3 shots of the rally. They're quite bold, quite creative. The Japanese sometimes can be a little bit obvious, possibly. But when they get into the rally, you know, the Japanese would be the favourites. Highlighting it there to a T. You know, Ben and Sean are very dangerous, very well organised in the first 3 or 4 shots, and the Japanese can be a little bit simplistic at times, and this is where the English will expose that today. And Sean there is trying to go over Hoki because he knows Hoki is the net player, and he's always trying to chase forward, and for me, it was the right shot, but it turns into a comfortable unforced error. Again, getting the lift almost straight away from the first 3 shots of the rally because this is good return. You can see Hoki's in trouble. But again, a comfortable unforced error.
Sometimes playing at home can be a disadvantage, but obviously you'll get the crowd support, but create additional pressure. You can hear the excitement every time the men in black do win a point.
Point in there where Hoki did incredible because he played a net, Ben read it and played a nice brush, and Hoki from nowhere managed to sort of pick it out behind him. That one that we just missed that second, and then it got the Japanese on the attack, and that was a big smash there. You can see Ben stepping in, but it's the placement. And this is the thing, you know, just highlighting what you said about being English players at the All England. You get the crowd behind you, it's incredible, but then on the flip side, you do feel that little bit of pressure, and especially for Ben and Sean when you look at the last recent performances, last tournaments, they've had a lot of first rounds.
Well, they've gone to the technology here. That was called in. They want a Hawkeye to check, but it didn't reach the back line.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure what was actually happening then. But the English were adamant it was sin.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, sorry, just highlighting. So the last 6 tournaments they've played, they've had 5 first rounds and 1 semi-final, and they just haven't quite flowed. Now, partly, yes, down to the draws that they've had, but also men's doubles is a very competitive category, and when you're ranked 22, you know, you're not going to be seeded, and you get some of the higher ranked players first round, and it's difficult, and you don't get in that momentum, that flow, that rhythm. It's a very good flick serve. I think Sean did incredibly well there because he's out of position and off balance. Maybe the Japanese weren't quite ready. See there, Sean's taking it late, and a bit of indecision there with the Japanese who's taking it. That's brilliant defence, because again, they're in trouble, the Japanese, in the first 3 or 4 shots of the rally, but they do incredible with their defence to work the English.
Certainly can't accuse Ben Lane of lacking commitment on the slide for that, but it was an easy put away. The Japanese starting to assert now early on in this opening game.
they want to make Kobayashi wait on the serve, because at times he has struggled a little bit with his serve. A little bit of fortune there for Hoki. When you have the attack, you kind of get the possibility to have that fortune because you're hitting in a downward direction. Again, making Kobayashi wait on his serve. And this is the big thing, you know, if I said, when you analyse in a very, very simplistic way, you know, men's doubles, you want the attack, you want to be the pair attacking, and to be honest, the English actually have the attack more than the Japanese, but at the moment, the defence of the Japanese is just too solid, it's too consistent. The English can't find a way through. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Kobayashi there. Read it to perfection, and the placement on the attack, middle of the tram lines.
White record, please.
Yeah, it's becoming something of an exhibition at the moment, isn't it, from the Japanese player?
And this is the thing, the Japanese found their rhythm quite early on. They felt comfortable, they looked good in defence, and they moved the shuttle around incredibly well. And you know, the rallies when the English have been on the defence, they've struggled a bit just because the Japanese attack's been very, very clinical. And the English, when they've had the attack, they've struggled to get through. But we're only very, very early stages of the match. Brilliant. Again, Kobayashi, when he steps in on that forehand, Sean does the right thing, he has to retract. Incredible cross block. Easy put away from Hoki at the net.
So
there, brilliant shot.
So just 6 minutes then for the Japanese to get themselves a big lead. 11-3 it is. And much to ponder for Ben Lane and Sean Vendy.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. There's on court. Play.
Well, there's a little bonus straight after the break.
This is the other thing, the Japanese, they haven't really gifted any points, so it's been hard for the English to get in any rhythm.
Just wonderful net play from the Japanese.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. The way the Japanese have played, I'm going to be honest, I watched them in detail last week, and the level they've started this at, this is very impressive. They started as the form, and they were world champions. They were world #1. They've literally barely put a foot wrong so far. And again, I mean, it is relentless. I wouldn't say Ben and Sean are doing a lot wrong at the moment. They're just getting outclassed. The Japanese have been exceptional. Almost every single shot they're playing is the correct shot with good quality. Now, is that the video analysis they did beforehand? Is it the natural game? Is it what they're seeing visually? Whatever it is, it's working incredibly well for the Japanese. It's very one-sided at the moment.
Well, the crowd enjoyed that. And this is, he gave them plenty.
And this is the thing now, first time for the crowd to actually get behind them. You can hear the crowd making a noise because it's one of the first points that, you know, the English have won, and it should give them that confidence now. They can get through the defence of the Japanese. And then again, absolutely exceptional return from Hoki. This is, yeah, I mean, the level they're playing at, I'm running out of words. It's exceptional. They're looking so good in every area of the court. To finish that rally with that shot.
Just an astonishing angle. Great hands to play that shot. And the scoreboard has a very one-sided look, but as you say, I can't say Lane and Vendy are playing badly. They're just being, well, just blitzed off the court, basically. And again, made the right move, Hoki, and did the right thing. And this is the thing. Obviously, with rankings, it can look very one-sided. You've got world number 6, the Japanese, world number 22 with the English. But the English have beaten them in the past. And as I said, they played each other 2 years ago in this hall. And the English, you know, they should have won. But at the moment, the Japanese, I mean, 17-5. This is so one-sided, and it's absolute brilliance from the Japanese. And the scoreboard is not lying, is it? Sometimes you see a match and you think, yeah, doesn't really reflect what we've seen. But this does.
And the other thing is, you know, at 17-5, if you just tuned in, you'd expect, oh, the English aren't playing very well. I'm going to be honest, it's not really a case of that. They're not being allowed to play. The Japanese have been absolutely exceptional so far. And again, there, Kobayashi does well at the net. Ben gets half a chance, but when you haven't had a chance for that, you know, the whole match so far, you snatch at it. You sort of think, this is my only opportunity. I've got to make it work. You can see he's off balance. He's out of position. A lot of fortune there.
He'll take it.
Yeah, I think that maybe came off a grommet, but you've got to take it. It's really imperative that before the first game ends, whatever the exact score is, that the English feel comfortable and they get themselves into the game so that when they start the second game, they have a better feeling. And also try and disrupt the rhythm of the Japanese, because it has been a bit of a very one-sided encounter so far.
Might be easier said than done, that.
With the position they're in, definitely. So
13 game points here for Hoki and Kobayashi. Only been on court less than half an hour.
And that's one of the simpler mistakes the Japanese have made. They've been that good so far. They've literally barely made any. For me, that's a cheaper mistake. But when you're 20, you know, you're 27 up at a time, you can kind of allow yourself that one moment of error.
Well struck.
That's the thing there, the Japanese are almost too complacent because they've been so good in defence, almost too relaxed, sort of saying to the English, what have you got? And Sean showing then, you know, they have good power.
However, 21-9 in the first game that lasted only 14 minutes. And probably the toughest job in sport over the next 2 minutes is what the English coaches say to Lane and Vendy. Good luck with that.
Now game starts same, huh? I take game change, mid-talk, huh? Yeah. Okay? Okay. Vendy has smashed sentiment, huh? Okay. Kobayashi, Vendy, huh? Vendy. Okay? And then we are here. Then cross today. Cross it. Cross today.
You can steer it, and then we've got to go back line.
This is the practice courts. Next match on is a men's singles. Vincent Christie up there against Chiao Tien Chen. That should be a terrific match. And it's next on court 1 after the current men's doubles is over.
There's nothing in the first four. Yeah, apart from when we did
Part 1, 20 seconds. Part 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Level. Play.
So can Lane and Vendy do anything to disrupt the flow of Hoki and Kobayashi's game?
Subs over. 1 love.
Very different start now, and this is the thing. Japanese in the first game literally couldn't have played any better, and now second game. Not started in the same manner. How will they now control this?
That landed in.
A bad judgment there from Hoki, and again now we're up 3-love. Instantly a different feel to it than the first game.
Service 4, call too high.
Well, that is a real momentum
Service
stopper.
over.
First
1,
service fault on this
3.
court today. I think only the second we've had, including yesterday. There was one yesterday as well. Serve from too high.
Great shot there from Sean at the net. And this is the thing now, the ends are proving definitely there's a difference in speed relating to the attack. You can see that they're already getting through a lot easier, the English.
The best rally of the match. They are challenging this, the Japanese. But if the call stands, the English pair will have a 5-1 lead in this second game.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
You can hear the difference in the crowd now. I mean, the crowd didn't really have anything to cheer about in the first game because it was so one-sided already. Now the crowd's really making a difference. And you can just see when you see the body language in the English, like a different pair. Confidence is growing. shot there from Sean. A much more competitive game now, totally different game. Japanese, their level has been brought back down, but it's more like the English have just pulled it down, as in they haven't allowed them to be quite as phenomenal as they were in the first game. I think we're going to have an exciting second game in our hands. It was a brilliant block from Kobayashi because Ben holds, he pushes and holds up, and there's not really a gap in front of him, but Kobayashi manages to find it. Very high quality block.
Top class return is the key to that.
It's a great return of serve from Sean, but again, just going back to the point made earlier in the match about the Japanese, sometimes you can see Sean's read exactly where it's going, so he can fully commit.
Serve 4-6.
There's a great flick from Ben. See Kobayashi really off balance on that rally, and then Sean gets the short lift, and he's frustrated at himself because that's a gift. It's a gift they've given back to the Japanese there from the lead they had at the beginning.
That was right on the money.
5-6. There's a line.
I think Hoki there just informing the umpire there's a flash. And this is the thing, then in the crowd and people are taking photos, the flash obviously clicks on, but for a player it's so distracting with a dark crowd, and you just see this bright light flash.
There's an unexpected bonus. Return the compliment.
This is what I mean, you can see the creativity from the English there. Sean trying something, did catch Kobayashi. In the end, it turns into a gift. Watching actually the shot before that Sean took. Vendy took on an overhead, his feet, he was so far out the back of the court. I think the Japanese just struggling to find their correct length down that end. Very, very calm and composed from the Japanese. Hoki has to be calm and relaxed to leave that, and he was. Big lead at the beginning for the English. 5-1. Now just 1 point difference.
You have to give the English pair huge credit for, though, is after getting effectively blitzed in the first game, haven't lost their sense of self-belief. They've come out improved, and they've made life much, much more tricky for their opponents than was the case about 10 minutes ago.
Gift there, but yeah, no, I totally agree. I think partly down to they had a good start in the second. I think if they'd had a bad start, it would have felt like the whole world was against them. They had a good start, 5-1 lead. The crowd really got behind them. You can see just a few more mistakes creeping in the Japanese there. That rally Kobayashi, that's a gift.
Just inside the back line.
Serve 8, 10. No, it's fine. Use your foot. It's fine. Use your foot. Use your foot. Thank you.
Really good serve.
9, 10. What happened?
Just might have a
Do you need a doctor?
issue with his something here.
Yeah, I think Ben just collided with Sean's finger. They both swung for it, and I think Ben just collided with.
You need a doctor. Play on.
See there, he just clipped something maybe. Just hear Julian Robertson there shouting from the coach's chair. They need to commit to the low serve. So it's an area that they specialise in, return of serve.
It's out. What a rally. And they got a 2-point lead at the break, Lane and Vendy. They had to battle so hard for that point.
Kobayashi does well there, and the Japanese do so well to stay. And then that shot is a gift. It's an easy mistake in the end. Good control there from Ben.
They're the ones who just need to hit 60% move. 60% move and go. Keep going forward. Yeah.
Horn 1, 20 seconds. Horn 1, 20 seconds.
Yeah, so it's the first one we can block on his side. Yeah. The second one. Ben, I've got drinks if you need. Do you need that, Ben? Do you need that?
I've got another one.
11-9. Play.
Well, considering that they got trounced 21-9 in the first game, Lane and Vendy, it would be a phenomenal achievement if they could level the match. A long way away, but they've given themselves a chance.
Sean did well to get the first one back. That was an incredible return of serve.
12.
Big difference has been, obviously, the English have raised their level, there's no doubt about it, but by raising theirs, the Japanese, they haven't flowed nearly as well. Seen a lot more unforced errors than we saw in the first game.
You go, Kobayashi challenges, goals in.
Well, he was trying so hard to get out the way of the shuttle and not let it hit him. I'm not sure if he actually saw it landed, but they're challenging in any case, so there was obviously no call of out.
I think Kobayashi there, he had a call from Hoki to leave it, and he did.
These line judges.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining.
Competitions out of business.
Yeah, that's probably the closest one I think I've ever seen.
13-10. Play.
Line judge there looking quite pleased with his Hawkeyes.
As you would. A little bit of daylight here now for the English pair.
And this is how a game can almost turn on its head.
Well, very, very fortunate that.
11-14.
Ben did commit there on the serve, just forced it a fraction wide. Then we're going to see the same thing from Sean. Full commitment on the return of serve. And again, that's a comfortable mistake from Hoki. He did so well the shot before to get it back. And he actually played quite a good shot, and then that's a comfortable mistake. Slightly loose shot there from Lane at the net, and so difficult for Vendy to do much with it. Nice, calm and composed though from Hoki.
Statement of the obvious, but Hoki and Kobayashi having to work so much harder to win points in this second game. No, they're in a match now.
Again there, we didn't see any of this in the first game. It is a good net from Ben, there's no doubt about it, but for me it's another cheap mistake. The level from the Japanese has dropped significantly.
Sarsoda, 14-16. Leon.
Very tight serve there from Hoki.
Still good. It's still good. Thank you.
English just wanting to stop the rhythm, stop the momentum. Asking to change the shuttle, the umpire thinking it's fine to carry on. Got another flash here in the crowd.
Absolutely launched himself at that lane when he knew the chance was going to come. And it's getting very tense out there, both sides of the net.
Yeah, there's a shot there from Vendy on the forehand, punch in the corner. Japanese just a little bit hesitation. Looking nervy out there now. Wow, that was so sharp.
Sarsoda, 16-17. Wipe the card, please. Line judge. Line judge. Line judge.
Just reads it incredibly well, very apologetic to Ben. Catching him right on the head.
Yeah, when you see that kind of thing, you just pray it doesn't hit smack in the eye.
Yeah, I mean, if that goes in your eye, you haven't got time to close it because it's that sharp. I mean, Hoki on that was very sharp. But he set himself up, played a good return, made the move, covered where the gap was. They almost split into both their forehands. Kobayashi would cover his forehand, Hoki would cover his forehand in that situation. Big point, because could they draw back level the Japanese? The English have led the whole of this game. it's pressure from the English, but for me, that's a comfortable unforced error.
So they can see the finish line, the English pair. Can they get over it? Good serve. Oh, wow. I don't think he can believe he's missed. That's a massive bonus for the Japanese pair.
Yeah, I would say the Japanese are lucky there because they sort of hung on in that rally by almost nothing, and then they teased Ben at the net, and I think Ben had it, and he maybe snatched, maybe lost sight of it. Bit of a gift in the end to the Japanese. Could prove to be a big point. You can see Hoki just signalling before this point that he thinks Ben's going to push hard into a corner, just alerting Kobayashi of that.
Wow. That's what you don't need in that kind of a situation if you're on the English side of a net.
Bit of fortune there from the Japanese, but I think Hoki's missed a few of them in this game, that one of them's got to just sneak over the net, obviously at the perfect timing. Now, first 3 or 4 shots of this rally are going to prove so important. He's gone for it, he's fully committed to the return, and he's missed it by a fraction. I think Kobayashi would have been in big trouble, but turns out to be a gift for the Japanese.
So just first time they were ahead in this game, Chris, I think, the Japanese pair.
And it's just that slight momentum shift. This point is absolutely crucial.
Needed it badly.
Yeah, and Vendy there, he teased Hoki into going for it, when for me, I don't think that's Hoki's. This one there, he could just leave that, but he's gone for it and he can't do anything with it, and he's in big, big trouble. Kobayashi could have dealt with that one. Brilliance there from Kobayashi. He was the one that got that blocking, and they went from defense to attack, and then he took control of that rally. And then here, you could see Ben, he's just under so much pressure, there's no way he can get it away. But that was all Kobayashi. You could see Tan Kim Her there, very pleased with that.
So, match point for the Japanese, having trailed for virtually the entire game. Have they eventually worn down Lane and Vendy?
Especially to think how this second game started, it was all the English. Big lead at 5-1, they were flowing. Japanese started very sluggish.
It's going to go long, I think it has. And they get there 21-19. So it's a straight game victory for the Japanese pair. It doesn't quite tell you the whole story, because Lane and Vendy battled manfully in that second game. On another day they might have won it. Got to have a little bit of sympathy, but again, you salute, Chris, the professionalism of the Japanese pair.
Yeah, I mean, first game, Japanese, incredible, absolutely incredible. Second game, gonna be honest, they struggled a little bit with their level. It was a bit up and down. The English could easily have taken the second game, but the Japanese, just at the end, the crucial points played them better.
So they will advance to the round of 16. The two Japanese. Very one-sided first game, much tighter in the second. There's the confirmation of the scoreline. 21-9, 21-19. 38 minutes is the official match time. Look at the final point again. A little bit of good fortune, well, more than a bit of good fortune off the net, and then the adjustment Obviously very difficult to make, and it went long. Disappointment for the locals in the crowd, but again, solid display from the world number 6 pair from Japan.
Welcome back to the Utilita Arena here in Birmingham. Day 2 of competition at the 114th YONEX All England Championships. 125 years since the very first in 1889. Well, after that men's doubles, we turn our attention to men's singles, and it's Jiutian Chen of Chinese Taipei, the 2020 beaten finalist, up against Jonathan Christie of Indonesia. Well, this is from the 4th quarter of the draw, and also in this section you can see the reigning world champion Kunluwut Widisan, the number 8 seed from Thailand. Also last year's beaten finalist Xiu Qi from China.
In the men's singles, Chinese Taipei's Jiutian Chen and Indonesia's Jonathan Christie.
Well, this match a repeat of the 2018 Asian Games final. And it was this man, Jonathan Christie, who won the gold medal at those Asian Games.
Black or red?
And as you can see, this is a 15th meeting between these two players.
On my right.
And whilst Jonathan Christie has won 8 of the previous 14, the important thing is that Jiutian Chen has won the last 2. The last time they played was in the first round of last year's Denmark Open. That was a 750 event. Of course, these All England Championships are a 1,000 event. We have 4 1,000 events each year. and they are the highest tier of tournaments within the World Tour, apart from, of course, the World Tour Finals, which is even bigger prize money. But World Tour Finals is just for the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines, and you qualify by your results from all World Tour tournaments throughout the year. So the delightful